Hello, I'm Tapout, and oh my god, can you believe it? I'm playing Explosher. This fucking guy just never stops playing his main. It's like he wants to get 10 star on it or something. JK though, I actually mostly play at Colors Aerospray. Today we are playing Explosher though. I love that I am getting an influx of viewers from making content on Colors Aerospray and doing like clickbait titles because it means that there is a portion of my audience that may genuinely think I main Colors Aerospray. And honestly, I don't know anymore. I was explaining it to some of my friends earlier that using colors to me feels a lot like playing competitive Pokemon and using a bad Pokemon because it does like this one really specific hyper niche thing that honestly it doesn't even do the best. But when you pull it off, oh man, does colors feel good. I genuinely like. I've probably explained this 101 times on this channel, but I'll explain it again. I picked Colors Aerospray because my friend Sherby, who plays custom Wellstring, wanted to see what it's like to play around screen. And I thought to myself, well, okay, if we're going to experiment with playing around screen, I'll just pick the weapon that gets the most screens. Naive I was, because honestly, come to think of it, Undercover Bella might get more splatter color screens, and so might 52 Gal. But, you know, at the time it was just like, whatever. I know how to play Aerospray already, I'll just do that. Why not, right? This is a horrendous position for me to be taking. So that was the origin, as I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna play to get as many screens as I humanly can. You like playing around screen? I want to learn things about screen because it's banned in so many competitive contexts that it's hard for me to get a gauge on what the special actually does. So I was like, fuck it, this is a good learning opportunity. I am going to die if I stay here. I see that I did much damage to these carbon rollers and they survived. We are now going to die because they are going to lock us out at the basket. Wait, they wasted Zuka? Wait, they're idiots? Hold on. I gotta damage the pro? Fuck. This guy's gonna do it to me? Never mind, I'm godlike. This is why high ground is worthwhile? Okay. But yeah, that was the whole origin behind colors. And then the more I played it, the more I was like, hold on a minute. Playing off of the damage on Wellstring feels nice. Playing, like, just to spam a lot of burst bombs actually works pretty well on Aerospray because the weapon doesn't use a lot of ink. This could kind of work out. And then I remembered that, like, if you wanted to build around screen and see well for any reason, you should probably just play the absolutely broken Tri-Slosher, by far the best screen weapon in the game. Just because it's a Tri-Slosher with a burst bomb that also plays well off of screen and also gets them decently frequently. Oh, man. I am playing like a massive pussy right now because I don't want to dive into a sea of carbon rollers. I'm going to die to this torpedo. Thank you, Torp. I'm so glad that this is the first time I have ever had to acknowledge the fact that this wiper exists. Can we get a super jump into that guy? Yeah, let's do that. Let's just do that real quick, yeah. Let's get the ball in. Right there. Give it to me. And for good measure, we can... Never mind. We can die. That was blatant feeding, but... In solo queue, it's called actually just trying to advance the objective. I feel good today. I have a lot of hours coming up ahead because I work the evening today. I shaved. Shaving makes me feel good to the extent that having a shaved face might just be one of the best feelings. I kind of want to get laser to remove my facial hair. You know, back when I was in high school, I was low-key a femboy. And now that I'm like a man and I have more face wrinkles and shit, I knew that was going to happen and I couldn't even go anywhere. We just lost the entire game. But yeah, now that I'm slightly older and puberty has more or less finished, because I'm not a teenager, excuse me, Luna Blaster, it can't be that hard. Holy fuck. No. At least they didn't get lead, but like, ugh, what a shit consolation prize. Interesting. Interesting. That they are all clumped up there. We have a Luna Blaster and an Octobrush, and they didn't die. So disappointing. It's okay. It's fine. I know what you are. I know what you are, and I die anyways. And everyone dies anyways, because it doesn't fucking matter. They thought it was perfectly safe. You know what? I just can't give a shit. Fucking do it. Like, it... Oh my god, this is the worst match of Splatoon 3. If anyone has advice on looking to your peak physique... Actually, scratch that. I used to go to the gym, okay? I used to go for cardio. And I stopped going because I literally got so bored at the gym. Because I went by myself. I didn't really have anything... I don't really have an understanding of the machine still. Even though I've gone with people a couple times and they've shown me around. I just got bored. Because I was sitting there on the treadmill doing like a mile jog for probably what? Like, I want to say like an hour, 2 hours every day. And that was good exercise and all. But I was fucking bored the whole time. Because I was sitting there just like watching TV. And the internet in there wasn't good. I think maybe I just need a different gym. Unsurprisingly though, we lose with the absolute fucking goobers. You know what? It's okay. Much like with Splatoon, I'm just going to have to figure out what kinds of habits work for me when it comes to working out eventually. And hopefully it doesn't cost me too much money to figure that kind of thing out. I don't think working out from home works for me because I live with other people and my room is just kind of a room I have for comfort. I don't think I can mold my room into a place where I can get some serious work done. My computer is a place that I associate with doing productive things, but not my room as a whole. And I don't think my room is big enough to carve out a space for being productive other than my desk, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't think I could have a mini workout station in my room. Shoutouts sports. I don't know what it's like to try and get into sports in adulthood, but I don't really have athletic gear. So it's yet another money investment. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna have to figure shit out. Then again, if I'm getting paid so handsomely, which I am, perhaps it's not so bad. Pick Pickles on my fucking team. This guy is the best at some of the dumbest Mickey Mouse weapons you've ever seen in your whole life. And today, Pick Pickles has decided to play Ballpoint, which actually does bode pretty well for me. Unless Pick Pickles continues to die to a bunch of Squiffer, but people who are actually good at Squiffer don't play the Zipcaster one, which is such a huge paradox. Because it's like, yeah, of course they wouldn't use the objectively worse special by almost every metric. But in order to even play the new Squiffer, you kind of have to be godlike at Squiffer. You know what I'm saying? It's this bizarre paradox. We're gonna storm in right now. There we go. I would really quite like to take right side here. I'm probably going to die for doing it. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Never mind times 2. This fucking ringer wants me bad. We broke their barrier. Huh. This guy is really bad. Oh my god. I cannot believe I even lived that slightly. I would like to hold with you, Pick Pickles. It's okay. Because here's what's going to happen. They're going to want to come for me. And if they're doing that, they're not coming for my team. And if they're doing that, they're apparently sucking shit at doing it. How did we only get down to 62? The clan economy has never looked more impoverished. Much like the American economy. Smash like for political commentary on a Splatoon gameplay commentary channel. You guys seen those memes that are like American Century of Humiliation? That shit's funny to me. Mostly because I find memes I don't know what... Like, maybe I really am just vulnerable to propaganda and I'm a propagandist sheep. But memes relating to, like, the Chinese government or Chinese nationalism are so fucking funny to me. Just the framing of... Because it's like... I don't even know how to explain. It's like the same humor that comes from observing the meme culture in a different culture, like a different language that you don't speak or something, right? That's the feeling I get from a lot of those memes. It's like Chinese TikTok culture just bleeding into the English-speaking internet. Oh man, those edits of Xi Jinping to look like a fucking, like just a ripped super male. Can you, dude, buddy? You're not getting the lick back on me. Like, I know your number. Real horror was just experienced. I did not think he would try and go for me, but I guess it makes sense. I had a big flashing beacon on me that said, please shoot your booyah bomb at me. I'm going to have to make that quieter in editing. There's just no way I won't. Excuse me. What the fuck? I'm not even gonna ask. Thank you, Pick Pickles, for being good at Ballpoint. I feel your game impact every single inkjet. Shoutouts to my old Ballpoint gear that had a main special charge up because, God, inkjet was broken. I should play Ballpoint in a video. My thing is, I am almost certainly just completely rusted up on that weapon. When Splatoon 3 was new, I gravitated towards it because, in my mind, it was like, oh, it's the thinking man's splatling, right? Like, it was the more complex of the splatlings. And then it became meta, and I was happy to play it when it was. Especially in competitive. But now, it's just like, ugh. So many things about the main... I don't know, the context of the game just makes the main weapon feel so wimpy, especially in the hands of a relative novice, such as myself. Can we... yeah, that Tetra's done in. We'll just put it that way. That Tetra is done in. This Squiffer wants me bad, and I want to see how deep he'll go for it. Okay. Wait, what the fuck is going on? Please jump off. It would be so funny. Yes. Corner yourself. What the fuck? How are they alive? I feel like I'm doing hundreds of damage. Then again, my game audio is quieter. Not by choice, but because my setup is a little bit fucked right now. Oh, shit. Okay. That's a kill, and that means we can move forward. Excuse me, Squiffer. The Squiffer Century of Humiliation. What the fuck is... Okay, for a second I thought he was just floating there. I didn't realize that he was floating because of the Booyah Bomb. I just wasn't keeping track. Listen. Use today to think about what you can do to better yourself and think about the kinds of habits you can build that work for you and not what works for other people, and then try and force it onto yourself. I will find a workout routine that works for me, I guess, and helps me achieve the kind of physique I want. But you know, it won't happen immediately, and that's fine.